Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we have the current situation. We have the Page of Wands, which challenging that. 10 of Cups. We have what do you need to focus on? A solution. Ace of Swords. What are you leaving in your past? Or your past energy. We have 8 of Wands. We have your strengths, your kindness. That's what just came through, is your kindness in the near future. 4 of Pentacles, the advice, Ace of Cups, the environment, 3 of Pentacles, working on it, right? Hopes and fears, 6 of Pentacles, and the potential outcome. I feel like it represents a lot of personal growth that's coming in for you, because I feel like you're making some changes here. I feel like you're speaking up. I feel like you want to speak up about something, but I feel like you're wondering, okay, if I speak up about it, is it going to ruin my 10 of Cups? Is it going to cause me some problems? But I feel like if you don't speak up, then you're just going to shut down. I feel like there's something that you need to get off your chest. There's something that you need to talk about. I feel like there's something that you need to bring to light. Something that's important to you. All right, so let's get some clarifiers for this Page of Cups. No, Page of Wands. Hello. Why am I saying Page of Cups? For some reason, I'm saying Page of Cups. So that could represent something could be your emotions, right? Your emotions, Queen of Wands. Taking action on something. The Star, having that guidance. I feel like maybe you want to speak up about something, but you're not sure how to say it. Definitely when we have things on our mind and something that's important to us, it's almost like we have so many thoughts and ideas going on in our head. We're like, I don't know how to say it. Or sometimes if you want to speak up about something, you're like, well, is it going to make my current situation worse, or is it going to make my current situation better? Let's see, so we have what you need to focus on is what is the solution for you, and then to take action on it, right? Is it going to be better for you to be able to speak up? Is it going to, I feel like you have to you're struggling with having to take action on something, but I feel like you have to think, okay, you have to analyze the situation and say, okay, how is this going to work best for me, right? Is it going to put me back in my power? Or if I don't speak up, is it going to am I going to start shutting down? Am I going to start putting up walls? Am I going to lose my power? How do you get your power back? I feel like there's sort of a loss of power here. In your past, what you're leaving, I feel like it's rushing through things, skipping over things, sweeping things under the rug. I feel like it's just kind of like, okay, yeah, that happened, but I'm not going to acknowledge it, right? Yeah, that was something that bothered me, but I'm not going to acknowledge it. All right, your strength. I feel like it's your kindness. So sometimes, you know, when you, like, always looking for the good in people and always trying to give people multiple chances. But I also feel like it's hard for you to walk away from situations. Sometimes I feel like when you get to the point when you're ready to go, that you go, that you don't question yourself. But I feel like sometimes it might be hard for you to get to that point when it's finally right for you to walk away. And I feel like it's a strength, but it's also like a weakness in a way. But I feel like that's what I was saying, is that when you get to the point when you're like, okay, I've made my decision and I know I've got to walk away, I feel like you just make that decision and that's that. Near future, I feel like it's focusing on you and focusing on what's important to you and exploring your emotions and exploring your feelings and kind of just letting those things go and seeing those and working through them and not holding on to them anymore, right? That you're not bottling up those feelings or emotions. Like you don't realize how much that when you keep those things bottled up, how it starts to affect you, like mentally and physically, and starts to affect different parts of your life. But I feel like you kind of come into that realization, okay, this is something that I have to process. We have the advice is relationships, right? Having your cup overflow, changing things so that your cup is overflowing, changing those relationships to those positive ones. Oh, look at that. We have 2 Ace of Cups. The relationship that you have with yourself and the relationship that you have with others, that those are more fulfilling, that you feel like you're in your own power with those, like you're changing those relationships up to ones that are more beneficial for you. We have the environment is work. I feel like you're ready to work on this. I feel like you're ready to hear the message. I feel like you're ready to take action. I do feel like you have like a lot of thoughts and ideas going on, but I feel like you're in the mode to, okay, how do I figure this out? How do I work through this? How do I get past this situation? Because this is something that has been bothering me for a while. Standing up for yourself. You're working on standing up for yourself, right? If there's something that is important to you, if there's something that you want to say, if there's something that you want to talk about, that you stand up and you do that. We have the hopes and fears, definitely sharing. Definitely, when it comes to having to speak up for something, your hope, like your fear is, okay, how is this person going to receive it? Sometimes if it's thinking too much about how the other person's going to react, that may be stopping you from what it is that you want to do, right? I feel like maybe you're being like overly cautious, but I feel like it might be at a detriment to yourself. But I feel like you're sort of in this energy, okay, the time has come for me to stand up. I also feel like with the potential outcome, I feel like as you sort of look inside, then we have the devil. I feel like it's coming into your own power and you look inside and you see that, okay, I have to start making better choices for myself. I have to start making decisions that are better for me. Yes, at times we have to take into account other people's feelings, but does it come to the point where you're not able to, you're taking it at a loss, right? That you're holding back. But then that's starting to build up. All right, I feel like it's just you coming in. This whole reading is about you speaking up for what's important to you and you working on you. A lot of self-improvement here, a lot of self-exploration. I feel like it's you coming into your own power, you building up your strength and realizing what are those things that you have to handle and what are those things that you have to let go. I just feel like it's that aha moment where it's like, I don't want to settle anymore. I don't want to put myself at the bottom of the pile anymore. I want to bring myself to the top of the pile. I want what my feelings and thoughts are to be expressed and are important and are recognized. I just feel like you've been holding back. All right, let's get a Star Dragons. Tranquility, harmonious in action. I feel like it's that peace and that space by yourself where everything starts to make sense and everything starts to come together. Taking that time to recharge. I feel like you need to recharge here. You need to be in that space, not in the, if it has to do like with your living space, like to find a neutral ground, something different where you can really clear your head and think about things. We have be peace. I feel like peaceful, calmness, be peace. If you're not feeling that energy, then how do you change it? How do you get into that energy? All right, let's get an energy oracle. Man holding a coin, priceless information. We have second chakra, which is the sacral chakra, which is self-expression. That's what I feel like is you have a self-expression. Like you have a lot of things to say, but I feel like you haven't spoken up. So I love that the self-expression is like that energy that's in this reading. It's saying, speak your mind, be you, release that self-expression. This can also represent like emotional intimacy with yourself And to, like I said here, to explore your feelings. I feel like it goes with that, is explore those feelings. Don't put them down. Don't disregard them. If you're having feelings about something, whether they're positive or negative, they're sad, they're happy, they're joyous, they're whatever they are, is explore those feelings and get into those feelings and get into those emotions and have that self-expression. All right, and then let's get a wisdom oracle. Sometimes it's hard to do that, right? To be vulnerable to yourself. Being vulnerable to yourself. I had the loyal heart to yourself, right? Looking out for yourself. Being vulnerable. I had a reading that I did, I think it was the other day, and I got very emotional with it. And that was a vulnerable moment for me. And I was like, well, do I share this and do I post this or do I not? So, you know, it's like that being vulnerable can be scary. But I also feel like when you're vulnerable, it like to yourself, that makes you stronger. And then definitely it can show other people, like it can help them with their own vulnerability. That's what I think. All right, so, and let's pick this one, community. What is that community that you have around you that is very supportive of you, and making sure that you have those people, right? That's what I was saying here, is that community, those relationships that you have around you that are supportive, that won't make you feel negatively about it or won't make you feel weak, right? That it's that community that supports you, not the community that will see that as a weakness and try to exploit that. All right, so let's get some charms. Just got a couple here. We have the cat, which is that independence. We have the hat. I feel like that's being empowered. And we have dream, right? What are those dreams that you have? Put that hat on and make those things happen. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.